Hello, we are discussing about GATE 1997 ECE paper and the topic we are discussing is digital circuits. The inverter 74ALS04 has the following specification. IOH maximum is minus zero point -4 milliamperes, IIH maximum is equal to 20 microamperes, IOL maximum 8 milliamperes, IIL maximum is minus zero point -1 milliamperes. The fan out based on the above conditions, above values will be A10, B20, C60, D100. So you are going to calculate fan out of this inverter given with the following parameters. Okay. So whenever we are going for this one, this is a CMOS inverter circuit. This is TTL CMOS inverter circuit. Okay, and by that time, whenever the input is going to be at 0, okay, let us assume input is at 0, by that time output will be at 1. Output will be at 1 implies nothing but by that time T3 is going to be in the on condition and T4 will be in the off condition. That implies nothing but diode is also in the on condition, so that a current is flowing in this direction. Current flows in this direction towards load. Okay, so this is what current is going in this direction. Whenever the input is 0, the output will be 1, and this is going to be treated as now output acts as source. Source implies nothing but now the output node is going to be supplying current for the next load gates. Okay, and if you are going to give input as logic 1, if input is going to be logic 1 at that time, okay, this T3 transistor will be in the off condition and diode will be in the off condition and T4 transistor will be in the on condition, so that output will be at 0. Output will be at 0 implies nothing but it can able to sink current into this ground. So now during this condition of inverter, at that time the output node is going to be acting as sink, so it can sink current supplied by the load transistors. So based on this one, whenever it is in the high condition, that is logic 1, if the output is at logic high, at that time it act as source. Whenever the output is at low, at that time it act as sink. Okay, generally this is going to be a CMOS inverter. This inverter output, this is TTL inverter. The output of this one is going to be connected to similar type of gates. Okay, by that time this is going to be the situation results. I am not drawing the entire part. This is nothing but CMOS, this one is nothing but TTL inverter till this point. Okay, we are omitting this input side circuitry, and this is nothing but actual TTL inverter. Up to this point, input side circuitry we are not writing, we are only interested in the output node. So this is what the output node. Let us assume output node is at low state. Okay, whenever output load node at low state, at that time Q4 will be in the on condition and Q3 will be in the off condition. That is nothing but both the transistors are in opposite ways. If one is on, the other will be off, and diode will be also in the off condition. By that time it can act as sink, so that this is going to be low level and this is output. Q4 is going to be acting as output transistor, so IOL implies nothing but, okay, IOL is nothing but, okay, this is the IOL. IOL is going to be the maximum current under low condition the output transistor can sink. So IOL is going to be the maximum current that can sink by the transistor under low level, low state. So that is what IOL maximum. Okay, and the others are going to be the other transistors, that is nothing but load transistor. These are going to be treated as load transistors. These two are also treated as load transistors. You can connect any number of loads. By that time the loads are going to be supplying currents, and all those currents are going to be get summed up and it is going into the IOL. Let us assume if the transistor output node is at high level, that is nothing but it is under high state. Whenever it is under high state, at that time this is the node. So by that time Q3 will be in the on condition, Q4 will be in the off condition. So now the current is supplied through this direction. That is nothing but now it is acting as source, so that IOH is going to be supplied for the load transistors, so that IOH is going to be divided for this loads, whereas for this one IOL is going to be sinking, IOL is going to be sinking, and the currents are going to be coming in this way. The currents are going to be coming and they will be added. So now IOH is going to be the maximum. Okay, IOH is nothing but maximum output current under when the output node is high level. So that current is going to be dividing. Whenever it is dividing, if you add more and more stages at that time, they are going to be getting less and less current. Okay, as if you are going to increase the more current, more stages, by that time IOH for those stages are going to be getting reduced. Let us assume this is going to be 10 milliamperes, IOH is going to be 10 milliamperes. By that time, if you are going for only two stages, at that time each stage can consider 5 milliamperes. If you are going for the four stages, at that time that will be taking 2.5 milliamperes. If you are connecting 10 stages, each stage will take only 1 milliampere. By that time we may not be considered, that is it may not be treated that 1 milliampere is going to be a logic high. So we must maintain this one such that this is going to the output node logic state will not be changed. The output node logic state must be remain for that one. Okay, the required values for this one is nothing but IIL. If you are going for IIL is nothing but this is the minimum input current required for a low transistor. Minimum input current required for a low transistor under low state. This is IIH is nothing but minimum input current under high level. Okay, so if you are maintaining this much at that time, that will be treated as logic levels properly. So from this one we can calculate fan out with respect to logic high, with respect to high level. With respect to high level is nothing but IOH maximum divided by, how it is going to be dividing, that is nothing but IIH minimum. So this IOH maximum is going to be dividing for how many stages? That is going to be given as IOH is given as IOH maximum is minus 0.4. So we can neglect that sign. So this is 0.4 milliamperes divided by 20 microamperes. Okay, IIH is nothing but 20 microamperes. So this is 0.4 milli implies nothing but 400 micro. 400 micro divided by 20 is nothing but it is 20. So the fan out with respect to high level is 20, and fan out with respect to low level is equal to, here we can write it as IOL maximum divided by IIL minimum. So this implies nothing but, so this is it is given as 8 milliamperes divided by 0.1 milliampere. So it is around 80. So with respect to low level you can connect 80 load gates. With respect to high level we can connect 20 load gates. Okay, let us assume you are connecting 80 load gates, but whenever the output is at high level, at that time out of 80 only 20 will be properly at high level and other 60 will not be treated the output node as high level. So that here you cannot satisfy if you are connecting 80 load gates. Okay, fan out with respect to high cannot be satisfied if you are connecting 80 load gates. So we will go for the least out of these two things. Least out of these two things is nothing but fan out is equal to 20. So whenever you are connecting 20 load gates at the output node, at that time fan out high condition is going to be satisfied, along with that one fan out low condition is also satisfied. So that the required fan out for this question is nothing but 20. So the right answer for this question is B. So the fan out based on the given parameters is nothing but 20 for this circuit. Thank you.